Hi guys, how are you doing today? I am Constance. Thank you for joining me in the next episode of my English class. Subscribers, you are the best. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your endorsement. All right. What we're going to be doing in this class is we're going to do some idioms. All right, you know, idioms make your conversation or your story comes alive, right? And it gives a better understanding to whatever you're trying to say or you're trying to portray in your writing. All right, so idioms are always good. All right, so we have 10 idioms on the board, so let's go through them together. All right, so the first one we have here is itchy feet. Is your feet itchy? No, it doesn't mean your feet is itching, but it means to travel, right? Right, you want to go somewhere, you want to do something new, you want to start a new job, right? You want to start a new profession. Pardon me about the loud music, but we just have to work through it, right? So you want to travel, you want to start something new, right? So when you say you have itchy feet, you want to start something new, you want to go see a new location, you want to experience something new. All right, number 2, head in the clouds. When one say, oh, she has her head in the clouds, what are they talking about? Easily distracted. You have your heads in the clouds, you're daydreaming, you're thinking about Spain, Italy and Rome, America, all those fancy places. You're thinking about the beaches in Jamaica. All right, heads in the clouds. You're supposed to do your homework, but you have your heads in the clouds, right? You're supposed to fix some meals, but you have your heads in the clouds. You're supposed to read a story, but you're fantasizing about some other place. All right, so they say you have your head in the clouds. All right, you're supposed to do your job, but you cannot do your job effectively or efficiently, so they say you have your head in the clouds. A change of heart. A change of heart. Number 3. Where should I go? I think I should go here. A change of heart. That's number 3. A change of heart. Making other decisions. You're making other decisions. So you're supposed to start school September of 2020 and you put it off until September of 2021. You have a change of heart. All right, a lot of people have a change of heart in this COVID-19 pandemic, right? Many persons have a change of heart because what they used to do, they have to think about doing something else. All right, some people say, I'm done with school, I ain't doing no more studying, I'm tired of studying, I'm 40, I'm 50, I'm 55, 60 and I'm still studying. I'm not gonna do any more studying. But now with the pandemic, they want to learn digital, they want to learn computer this, they want to learn how to run a business on the internet. Now they have what? A change of heart, right? They have a change of heart. Some people never get married. No sir, that's not for me. But the right guy comes along or the right girl comes along and they ready for a ring on their finger or ready to walk down the aisle. They have a change of heart, right? So number 3, a change of heart, making other decisions. You're making other decisions. You have changed your mind about something that you said you didn't want to do or had no plan or intentions of doing. All right, I think I heard a bird. Okay, Number 4, wing it. When you wing something, you unplanned it, right? What have I ever wing? I know I love to wing things. I'm a person who loves to wing things, but wing it, right? So you don't plan for your exam. Exam is Wednesday. You don't study for your exam, so you just go in and sit it. You say, sure, I'm gonna wing it, and if I get a 50%, I'm good, or if I get a 60%, I'm good. All right, so you don't put out your best to get the full 100 or 90%. So you what? You wing it. You didn't plan to do like traveling. All right, you don't know if the airline is going to take, if the planes are going to be filled, and you say, oh, I'm going to run into Miami to get some whatever, and you go to the airport and you go to the whatever booth stand to pay your ticket, hoping that the plane seats are gonna be empty. There's gonna be a plane seat available so they can push you on it, and you go there and you said, you got through. You said, I wing it. You know, you got through. So you do something that you are not planning, or you haven't planned. Alright, what is the next example of winging it? If you have an next example, share it with me. But I can't think it on the top of my head right now. I'm doing things from the top of my head. This class, I'm winging this class. I didn't study it, but I just have these in my head, so I just say, let me share them with you. Wrapped around someone's finger. What is that idiom? She have me wrapped around her finger. Or Jane is wrapped around her father's finger. She's controlling her daddy. Daddy, I want a car. Daddy, I want this. Daddy, I want that. And daddy run and give it to her. So she's in daddy's control. So you're controlling someone, right? Wrapped around your finger. Sometimes people say, oh, she have my son wrapped around her finger. You know, your mother-in-law complaining. She has my son wrapped around her finger. Right? My son don't come and visit me anymore. He doesn't call me as often as he used to because his girl Jane have him wrapped around her finger. Same thing. Right? You think that person has control over you. Anything you ask them for, or anything you ask them to do, or request of them, they do it for you. Alright? So control. So wrapped around someone's finger is having them in your control. Bring something to the table. To bring something to the table. What is that? To contribute, right? To contribute. So when you bring something to the table, you contribute. You help out the situation, right? You don't speak French, but you can contribute by what? Teaching somebody English, right? Or if a company wants somebody to work, or they need 6 people to do things, but you come on at the 7 and they say, what are you bringing to the table? Well, I don't have a master degree and I don't have a business degree, but I can do marketing, right? I can advertise your stuff. So that is bringing something to the table, right? You're bringing something to the table. You're contributing. All right, you're in a household and one person says, I will pay the light, you will pay the water, right? Somebody else pay the rent. All right, so what you're bringing to the table, whatever you're paying for. So you're contributing to the light, or you might contribute to the water, or those are necessities. So little fun things like the cable, right? Or the internet. Well, now the internet is important. Internet is now like a necessity. So you pay for the Wi-Fi, right? So you contribute what you bring to the table in that household, whatever you contribute. You might even contribute to food, right? Somebody else pay all the other bills and you pay the food. Sometimes a man doesn't want his wife to work, but she's adamant about contributing. She's adding to bring something to the table. So she say, although you go out and work and blah blah blah, but I will cook the food at home, right? Or I will make sure the house is tidy, or I will buy the food or do some like a side job and buy the food instead of you spending all the money, right? So she brings something to the table, so she contributes. She won't hurt a fly. When you say she won't hurt a fly or he won't hurt a fly, what is that saying? You will not harm someone, all right? He might be as big as a trunk, but he wouldn't hurt a fly, right? He might look like a giant, but he won't hurt a fly. If he walk like I'm going like him bad, but he won't hurt a fly. So you're harmless. That person or thing is harmless. I have this little dog that won't stop come over my yard and keep on barking and can like him bad, but he won't hurt a fly. I'm only barking, no bite. So he or she won't hurt a fly. They are harmless. We're going to have some rain, it seems. That's a piece of cake. That's a piece of cake. Is that pastry? Is that going to the pastry shop? No. When something is easy, an easy task, right? That exam was a piece of cake. My driving test was a piece of cake, right? You score high marks in your exam, right? It was easy, didn't have it difficult. It wasn't something that you have to sweat your brains about. So you say it was a piece of cake, right? You're feeling fearful when you go someplace, but when you go there you find out everything is easy to deal with. The people are welcoming and accommodating. So you say, oh, it was a piece of cake. It was easy, right? So tax, a piece of that is a piece of cake is what? An easy task. An easy task. All right? Okay, where are we now? We're at number 9. In a pickle. Difficulty. You're in a difficult situation. If you're in a pickle, you're in a difficult situation. You're not in a jar. You're not in a jar being soaked up with vinegar and oil. You are in a difficult situation, all right? Your light gets cut off. You're doing your work. You might have the computer. You're doing something very important for your company. The light gets cut off, or you say, oh my God, I'm in a pickle. So you might have to call someone or go by somebody's house. Can I borrow your internet for a while? So you have to borrow that person's internet. So you say you're in a pickle. You have to get something done by the 1st of the month, right? And here it is, the end of the month, and you haven't even touched it as yet. You're in a pickle. You're in a difficult situation, right? You're in a difficult situation. You lost your bank card and you need to pull money from the bank to buy food or to pay for your rent or your mortgage or whatever. And that money is needed very urgently. So you're in a pickle. You're in a difficult situation. you're in a pickle. Right? A difficult situation. In a pickle means you're in a difficult situation. Last and final, hit the road. What do someone say? Hit the road. Get away from me. Hit the road. You have to leave. Whatever, it's not necessary. It can be used as an insult. but you can, it doesn't have to, right? But it can. So somebody's unknown, you say, hit the road, man. Hit the road, get out my way, hit the road. Or you can internalize it and say, I have to hit the road right now. So you have to leave, you have to go someplace. The traffic might be heavy at, say, 4 or 5 o'clock. So yeah, this place 3 o'clock, you say, I have to hit the road right now. Alright? Because the traffic is going to be too heavy for you. Alright? Or you're in at school and something, you know, your mom said, try reach home by 3 o'clock, and you're there hanging out with your friends, and you say, I have to hit the road right now. So you have to go away, you have to leave. Right? So hit the road means you have to leave, or you have to go somewhere immediately or right away. Alright? So look at these idioms, look at their meanings, keep them in mind, memorize them, study them. Alright? So when you're writing, you can apply them to your stories, to your essays, to your conversation. Alright? So you can apply them to your stories and to your conversation. So I think this is it for this class. I hope you like this class. I hope you will use these idioms in your story. Leave a message down below. Tell me how you like this class. Tell me if you would like to share some more idiom, if we could have our next class with some more idioms. I would love to do some more idioms. I love idioms, especially when I'm writing and when I'm chatting with you guys or chatting with my colleagues. I love to use idioms. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hope you like and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next class. I would love to have you join me. I would love your comments. Check the description box below for links on how to get my books. My books can be get at lulu.com or kobe.com. Alright, so check out my books. I have several new stories to be published. Trying to get a literary agent to help me with that. So I hope you guys support my work. I would love to see you in my next class. Until then, bye.